Hey, how you doing? It's me, Tommy T. In my first video, I talked about one of the things I'm interested in is prepping. And I found in my basement recently my very first attempt at putting together a go bag. So when I show it to you here, don't laugh at me, okay? And I'm gonna go through it piece by piece, but I wanted to show you what I started with. It was this big purple monstrosity that I'm just gonna guess weighs about 15 pounds. That's my guess. I know you're supposed to keep it light and you're supposed to, just the stuff that you absolutely need and survival, blah, blah, blah. This was my first attempt. I had no clue what I was doing. Now we're going to go through it piece by piece. I don't remember what was in there. I did not go through it. I opened it up just to see stuff in there to make sure that's what it was, but I didn't go through everything because I wanted to do it on camera so you could get my reaction, my first reaction to what I have in there. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I found in there is Bushcraft 101 by Dave Canterbury. I believe Dave Canterbury used to be on a TV show, Dual Survival. I think he was one of the first original, two guys. And he's got, this is a really neat book. It has all kinds of pictures and tells you how to tie knots and split wood and, has lists for you. And this is obviously not the first thing I bought, but it is the first thing I grabbed out of that bag. So there's number one. Now let's get into some meat and taters. All right, right off the top, there is a plastic bag with more plastic bag inside. This is a waterproof. Don't ask me why it's in there and not being used, but anyway, it's one of those waterproof bags. It's big. How does it say how many? No, it just tells you how to do it. Roll it up and then buckle it. So to keep your stuff warm, to keep your stuff dry, outdoor products. Is that what that says? So, okay. And then of course you can always use something like this for water or carrying something. Oh, here's some tinder. Dryer lint, and then this is also has in it dryer lint that has wax on it. I don't know if you can see the wax, but that was when I was playing around trying to come up with tinder. So I had that. I have, there's a zip tie. Can never have enough zip ties in a situation like that. Here's a baggie full of baggies. I think that I thought this was, it was light and it was something that would probably come in useful. An emergency poncho. Here's a little field notebook. Here's my first attempt at a fire starter kit in this waterproof container, which is great. And inside a lighter, and this lighter is, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years old. Look at that, it still works. Inside here, this is something that I found somebody, you take a straw, maybe we'll do a video on this in the future, but you take a straw, you fill it with cotton ball soaked in Vaseline, and then you fold over the ends and heat them up and then take a pair of pliers and crimp it. And then these are actual fire starters. These things light up really easily. So another zip tie. Here's a compass, a whistle. It has a little steel and flint thing. It whistles. Here's another poncho. Here's some more zip ties. Inside here is a fork, a spoon, and a knife, and a little napkin, but they're like heavier quality plastic. That's why I grabbed them from wherever I grabbed them from, because of the quality of the plastic. Oh, here's some neat stuff. Here is another fire steel and striker, and then here is, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm talking about. you know, this one, you scrape it off and light it up and blah, blah, blah. And then here's a bunch of fasteners for whatever. I don't know why those are in there. Oh, here's another little fire kit. Has one of those straws with the cotton ball in it. And then inside, another cotton ball and some matches. The windproof and these white, the red ones rather, they're wax coated. You can't tell, but they're shiny, and so they're waterproof. Not as good as the windproof matches, but still good. So got that. A little bit of this twine. Not sure why I threw that in there. A little bit of this cheap paracord with, you know, like some kind of, what's inside of it? This isn't even like the good stuff. This is crappy paracord. And it's in here. You can do something with it. Toothbrush. Here's a little keychain light, you know, that doesn't work. So, okay, so much for that. That tells you right there that you should always check your stuff, you know, especially the batteries in your stuff. Here's a little sewing kit. Thought that might come in handy. Here's a, what's the brand? Field and Stream saw, you know, for cutting wood if you needed to. Starting a fire. Oh, look, here's another fire starter. Yeah. This is, I think, a Bear Grylls. Yeah. A Bear Grylls by Gerber. Bear Grylls, yeah, it is what it is, but it's Gerber. So I figured it was quality. It's a full tang. You can beat this thing up pretty good. It has the smooth edge and the serrated for cutting different things. It also has a whistle. I don't know which one's better. What difference does it make? In the back, it has this little pouch, and inside this little pouch is, oh, this has some little things that you could, you know, this is for I need help, please pick me up. This is, nope, everything's good, go away. Mechanical help. I have a radio, but here is, look, I've never even opened it, but it's Priorities of Survival Pocket Guide. If you have this with you, this piece right here, I'm sure that would be one of the most helpful things that you could have with you if you remember you have it. All right, what else do we have in here? Oh, a roll of Gorilla Tape, a small roll of Gorilla Tape, the camouflage stuff, because, you know, tape is something extremely important to have because there's so many uses for it. Here's some more silverware. Here is some cords for charging things, different connectors, so you can charge your electronics if you had to, because I have a wind-up radio light. Look at that, it works. And then, of course, it has a radio in there. And is this an antenna? Oh, look at that. There's an antenna. And then under here is where you can plug stuff in so you can charge it. Pretty cool. There's a speaker for you know, letting the sun charge it. Okay, that's neat. We're going to see another lighter like that. Here, this is something that I don't think enough people think of, and that is floss. And the reason I like floss is because you could use this for so many different things. Mostly just as cordage to tie up some little things. I mean, heck, it's floss. I don't know. You might be able to make a snare out of floss if you really wanted to. So, floss. I got a bandana. I have a bandana. Blue Chair Bay Premium Rum. It was free. Don't judge me. A marker to go with the field notes. A pencil to go with the field notes. A small first aid kit. I don't think we need to go into exactly what is in here, but it's loaded with stuff. I mean, it even has a cold pack, burn ointment. And so this is probably something I got at Walmart. More cordage. This one, though, has this paracord. You could open it up, and then it has all these other strands inside of it that you can use for. And this is not the one that has, like, you know, fire starter and snare wire and fishing line and all that. It just has, you know, what, 5-7 strands in there to make other things if you needed to. A fishing net. Here's a little thing to protect your toothbrush, the head of your toothbrush. So once you take it out of that package, it doesn't get all gross. Here is a pair of binoculars. Little pair of Bushnell binoculars. That would come in handy. And remember, all of this stuff weighs a ton in that bag altogether. And I don't even know how much any of it is useful. Here's a flashlight. Oh, and it works. I'll bet I don't have extra batteries though. How much you want to bet I don't have extra batteries? Now that we're getting to the bottom, here is a multi-tool. It's Guidesman. I have no idea where I got this from, but if it tells you anything, this belt loop was just glued on. It wasn't sewn on, and it broke before I even had a chance to use it. So what does that tell you about the quality of this tool right here? How much you want to bet this thing would break? I mean, it'd be better than nothing, I suppose. And it has all the gadgets and gizmos on there that you would need. A little saw and knives, but I'll bet the quality on something like this is horrible. Again, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just finding stuff and putting it in a bag. Here is a little signal mirror, and it has the little thing in the middle so that you could eyeball who you're trying to signal, and it also has a little, look at that. It has instructions how to use the signal mirror. It has cordage so you can hang it around your neck, a little whistle. Here is, this is a one of those chainsaws. Chainsaw? You know, like a manual, you can saw wood with this. Wire saw, is that what they call it? Didn't even know I had that. I have so many knives in here. Look at this. Oh, here's a pen. Not sure if that works. Here's a couple of knives. Here's another little knife. I love this. I never go anywhere without having a little Swiss Army knife in my pocket. Actually, what I carry is a smaller version. It's this one. It's what I carry in my pocket every day. But getting towards the end, oh, look at this. Man, I am prepared to leave all kinds of notes. Here's another pen. Here's another marker. Here's a bottle opener, Fireball bottle opener. Again, don't judge me, it was free. Here's some more fire starter kindling stuff. Here. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff in here. Here, look at another lighter. Another thing of my stormproof matches, cotton balls soaked in Vaseline that are in the straw. Oh, this, look at that little magnifying glass. It's a little, from Walmart Eye Center, their little kit. It has a little screwdriver, there's a couple little screws inside there, and most importantly, that little magnifying glass, because you could use this to start a fire if you had to. I'll bet it would work too. Maybe that's another thing that we'll test someday. You know, all these different ways to start a fire, and Tom's knucklehead first attempt at a bug out bag. Okay, we only have a couple things left in here. Here is a roll, and I purposely left it in this little container, okay? And I did that because this stuff can get gooey when it gets hot. So I left it in here as a little more insulation to keep it from getting gooey, and if it does get gooey, it gets gooey in here. So it's just electrical tape, but you never know what something like that would be good, what you would, what you would use it for. All right, and here, a rubber band that's not real stretchy anymore. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Okay, this I would imagine that you could use to, it's a little, it's abrasive. So you could sharpen a knife with this. You could use it to light a match. Okay, here is a bottle opener, like dog tag, that you can hang around your neck or put it on your bag. Here's another knife. See, it's been in here so long, it's stuck in there. All right, let's work on this other stuff. Here's a pen. Oh, this is a pencil. This is a pencil. You push on this part here, and the lead comes out the other part. If I do it right now, lead's gonna come flying out of that thing. Here is another whistle. How exciting is this? Man, I am gonna be able to call people from miles away with all these whistles. And another signal mirror. This one doesn't have instructions, but Ooh, I like this one better than the other ones. Yeah, good whistle. What's in here? A comb. I'm bald, okay? I don't know if anybody noticed that, but I'm bald. I have no idea. This, to me, This is not a comb, it's a head scratcher. What else do we have in here? Another compass. This I'm not sure of. I don't know. That's a compass. That's a magnifying glass. This is a little ruler. This part right here, no idea. If you know, leave a comment. I have no idea what that is. In here is a little, this is a can opener. And then this knife that won't come out. There it is. Oh, it was like glued in there. So anyway, it's a pretty bulky Swiss Army knife. And this thing's got to weigh half a pound by itself. Oh, look, and another bottle opener keychain thing. And then this is the best part, survival tips playing cards. Because, you know, if you get stuck out there, you're going to get bored. And having some playing cards on you would give you something to do, especially if you're with someone else. And each of them, look at this one, teaches you how to secure a loop and untie, join two ropes. Here's a list of gear, you know, all kinds of, here's how to do a figure 8 loop, clove hitch, the rule of threes. We all know the rule of threes, right? Yeah, it's better than the rule of 2. So I don't even know what the rule of 2 is. I barely know what the rule of 3 is. So anyway, so that's what I have. So that was my first attempt at a bug out bag. Please feel free to leave comments below. Leave comments, and you know, constructive criticism would be helpful. I know that was literally like a bunch of junk. I'll bet more than half of what was in there is stuff that I don't even need or was overly redundant. But, you know, leave constructive criticism below. And I thank you for watching. Have a good day.